Hi guys. So I hope everyone is having a great Monday afternoon, a Monday evening, whatever time it is for you right now. Um, Last night I started a Periscope and it was lagging so much that I came off, and I promised that I would post this video today. So I want to jump straight into it. We are already into the, this is 2019. We're already in the month of January. And this is the actual, almost the end of January. February will be here any day now. And I really think that it's very vital and important for us to always understand the times and the seasons that we're actually in. And really understanding where we are within those seasons so that we can flow and move how we need to flow within these seasons when we understand what's going on in this season. Well, right now we're in a very pivotal season. It's pivotal because it's very crucial to the development or success of our next season, or this next phase of this life that phase of life that we're actually already entering into. So in this season, a lot of us are going to be just faced with decisions. If you aren't already finding yourself in a valley of decisions right now, a lot of us are going to be faced with decisions, and it's going to be decisions that you're going to be faced with to have to decide or what to do, and it's going to greatly affect how you flow and move into this next season of your life. So, I talk often about the rocket ship and how when a rocket is actually launching, there are attachments that are on the side of the rocket. And in order for the rocket to actually reach a certain height, it has, or not certain height, in order the rocket to actually reach its destination, wherever it's programmed to go, these attachments at a certain point have to actually fall off. If they do not fall off, then the rocket is not able to actually, go to the place where it intended to launch. And so some of these attachments for us is going to be relationships, friendships, jobs, careers, opportunities maybe that we're still holding on to, and even old mindsets that we need to let go of so that we can properly move and prepare ourselves to flow and to go into this next season of our lives. And so I wanted to, just really prepare you to, for this season. So if you haven't been faced with that decision yet, to know that the decision that you make concerning some of these things will affect your destiny. It will affect your future. And so you have to make a decision of whether these things are that important that you're going to allow it to affect your destiny, to affect your future, or to affect your visions or the goals or the things that you have before you. And so, even maybe for the past few months, I've already been faced with some of these decisions already. I had to make a decision even concerning an opportunity, and something that I was so dead set on, something that I knew that was for me, something that I've already invested my time, energy, and money into. And I was given the decision to have to decide, am I to let it go, to walk away from it, or knowing that if I don't walk away from it, it could affect my vision, my future, this next phase of my life that I'm headed into, simply because I was so tied to it that I didn't want to lose, so to speak, what I have already, put some blood, sweat, and tears into. So, sometimes we think that because we put some blood, sweat, and tears into something, that I have a right to hold on to this. I have a right to still, hold on to this. And it doesn't matter if I've been told to let it go or not. It doesn't matter if I've been told that this could affect my future. And another thing that I was faced with, it was like I'm telling you guys, there's going to be things probably that you probably aren't going to even expect to have to be faced with or challenged with. It's going to be those things that is really going to determine whether or not you're really ready for this next phase of your life, or you really ready for this next season, because of the it can be something that things that you consider so precious to you, or you know what I mean when I mean like those precious things, the things that you're holding on to, the things that you didn't ever think that you were gonna have to let go, that nobody was gonna ever have to come for, that like it could be some old friendships, old relationships, and that we thought that because sometimes we don't always know whether it's for a season, reason, or a lifetime. And for me, I'm just giving just an example. One of the friendships that I was told to let go was over a decade and a half old, and I didn't think that I was going to ever have to let go of that friendship in my life. I thought it would be something that would just be there. Doesn't matter what kind of phase in life that I was headed toward, that it'll be something that I can still live my life, and that relationship would just flow or coincide with me at some point. And I was challenged, and I was it was shown to me that this is negatively affecting your future. If you continue to hold on to this friendship, you're going to miss out on what it is that you really desire. You're going to miss out on the vision, on the things that you have, been investing, that you've been sowing for, that you've been praying for, the things that you have had before you, the goals, because it doesn't even have to just affect another relationship. It can affect opportunities and whatever that your destiny, that involves your destiny. And for me, I was seeing that it was causing fear. And you can't really move in faith if fear is in your life. Faith and fear cannot reside together. Because what you're fearful of, you're not going to be able to move in faith. And so I was challenged with deciding whether or not I was going to hold on to a relationship, or because I didn't want to hurt someone's feelings. I didn't want to let someone down, because sometimes we make promises in friendships. We make promises in friendships. We make promises in friendships. We make, sorry guys, that threw me off. We make promises in friendships, and we don't want to let people down, and we want to be loyal and keep our word. But things happen, and sometimes seasons shift and things happen. And so there's things that, like I didn't want to let people down. I didn't want to hurt someone's feelings. And I'm like to stand by that I'm a person of integrity. So I wanted to make sure that what I said I was going to do, I was going to follow through with. But when I realized that I could not move forward with the things that I was really desiring, the things that I have been working toward, and I could see how it was negatively already affecting my future, I had to make a decision to let it go. And it wasn't an easy decision. But I had to, at a time, put me first and decide that my future and the things that I have been working towards for 17 or 18 years or more was more important to me than trying to hold on to something that I know that was already dead. And some of us are trying to still drag old mindsets, old jobs, old careers that we're on jobs. Some of you are on jobs that God already told you to let go of. You're not happy on those jobs. You're not even peaceful. It could have been where these relationships or jobs or opportunities was once a blessing to you. It was maybe something that you prayed for. And so because it was came from a great place, because let me tell you, just because someone's journey in your life has to come to an end, it does not mean that those people are bad. These people are great people. It just wasn't meant for our journey in life together had to come to an end. Great people. But it doesn't mean that just because that they're great people, that they're great for me. Maybe to add this, because sometimes what God will allow to happen is we can be on these jobs and relationships and things that He already told us to end. So they were great for us during this season or in time in our life. And then once we're still trying to drag them on to another phase of our life, after he has already told us, hey, or after you have already been told whatever, whether you made a decision and you know through whoever has spoken to you that, hey, it's time to let this go. And then it becomes a source, when you don't let those things go, it now becomes a source of pain, becomes a source of hurt, a source of of confusion. And now it's you don't even have peace in it anymore, because you're still holding on to something after you've been told to let it go. So I just want to, encourage you in this season to let you know, to prepare you for these decisions and let you know that be okay with choosing you. Be okay with choosing your destiny. And it's going to put you in a place where you have to decide what's important to you. Or do you really want what lies ahead of you? Do you really want what you really desire? Do you really want to see the things that you've been working on birth? Do you want to see the vision unfold of your life? Do you want to see these goals and everything that you have set before you happen? Or do I, for the sake of not wanting to hurt someone's feelings, for the sake of not wanting to abandon my job because it was good for me at a certain point, I don't want to leave the job now because they need me here. There's nobody else to do what I can promise you. I've been in that position as well. And as soon as I was in a place where I was put where, medically I couldn't work, and they replaced me. And all of a sudden, the things that only I could do, someone else was hired to do it. So don't allow that to stop you. Don't allow holding on to an old mindset, because it challenges your way of thinking. It challenges how you've thought before. And so this is a new thought process, a new way of thinking that you haven't been introduced to. Or maybe you have, but you never adapted to. And now in order to move forward in your future, you have to let go of this old mindset, this old negative way of thinking, so that you can move forward with this next phase of life. And so I just want to encourage you today to let you know that your future, your destiny, you have greatness on the inside of you, and you're worth it. So be relentless with what it is that you desire. Don't allow anything to stop you from moving forward in destiny. Don't allow anything to stop you from moving forward, to seeing your dreams manifest, your goals before you, and your vision to unfold before you. Live your best life. It's time for you to live again. Stop trying to resuscitate dead things that God has already given DNR on. You've already been told do not resuscitate, but you're still trying to bring life to something that is already dead. So, guys, remember to leave no treasure undiscovered. Remember that this is a crucial season, that this time of acceleration can work for you, but then, while God is quickly developing things for you that you thought that was going to take a long time to process, it may even blow your mind, and you're like, gosh, this is quickly developing. I can't believe that it's only been 8 months. I can't believe that it's only been a year that I've been working. I can't believe it's only been 2 weeks that this has been going on, and all of this things have already begun to develop. This is a season of acceleration. But what that also means is that your window of opportunity in which that you have to make these decisions and to move in is now smaller, because now you have a smaller amount of time to get these things manifested, a smaller amount of time to make the decision to let these things go, so that God can quickly, and continue to develop what's being developed before you. You don't want to stop the development. You don't want to stop the acceleration just because you couldn't let it go. You have to be like Elsa or Frozen and let it go. Let it go. Seriously. It's not worth it. I can attest to it. I'm walking through it. I've been challenged with it for these past few months, and I'm letting you know that it's far sweeter to have what it is that you've been desiring, to have what it is that your visions, and to see your goals, and to see you walk in purpose, to see your business grow the way that it's supposed to, whatever it may be. I challenge you to make the decision to choose you, make the decision to see your destiny, not to allow anything to affect your destiny. It's in your hands, and according to the decision that you make. So be encouraged, guys. Have a blessed evening, and remember to leave no treasure undiscovered.